Now let's go ahead and talk about how to create a custom footer for your websites. So here we got this really unique style, right? Look at this. So we have our logo here and email sign up, and then we have our 4 boxes here. So I'll go ahead and walk you through how I created this. Let's go over here to our dashboard, and let's go back to Divi and go to Theme Builder. Next, I'll click on Add Global Footer. Then I'll click on Build Global Footer. Now, before we continue, I just want to sort of pick your brain for a little bit. So this is my current footer. Now, you can make this in a variety of ways, right? Like I said, there's no right or wrong way on how to do this. For example, here we have these 4 columns, and these are actual columns. However, what you also could have done is make one column and then make the flex box align each specific column. A lot of designers are going to have their own specific theory on how things are supposed to look, but I've been in this industry for a long time, and they're just crazy people. So let's go ahead and click on Add New Row, and I'll select a 2-column row here. And for this one, I'm just going to select an image. Okay, and then I'll put in an image of my company. So here we go. Right. Cool. And then I want to make this smaller. So I'll go to design, and then I'll go over here to sizing. And then here we can adjust the height. So I'll put like 100 pixels and 100 right here. Right. Got it. Okay. Maybe like, I don't know, 65. 65 is good, right? Looks cool. And then over here, I will add in an email opt-in. Okay. Now I'm going to get rid of all this text because this looks really crazy. In fact, I'm going to get rid of all the text and also get rid of the header. Okay, and I want to get rid of these fields. So I'll go ahead and collapse this, and then I will go to the fields. There we go. And I want to get rid of those as well. So I just want the email and subscribe. Now, if we go over to the email accounts, this is where you can go ahead and sync up any of your provider. Now in this video, I'm not going to do this. I'll probably save this for another video because this is going to get a little bit off topic. We're going to go to another platform, you know, teach you how to make an email and so on and so forth. So if you do use an email provider, you can actually just go ahead and sync it up right here. And then obviously you'll just select the list of once you integrate it. And then I want to adjust the background. So to do that, I will go ahead and cancel out of this, go to backgrounds, and I want to use like a, you know, my color. So over here, primary color, I'll select the heading color. You know, I think that looks pretty cool. Now also in the design tab, you can fully design this. So if you want to, you know, change the actual checkbox or the text, this is all the styling options. I'm not going to go too much in detail on this because I think you guys get the points. But I do want to add a border radius. So over here under border, I just want to make this like a little bit more circular, you know, just so it's not so like pointy. You know, I like that much better. Now the next thing I want to do is add in those columns. So I'll click on Add New Row. I will select a 4-column row. Now the next thing I'll do is design the column for our footer. So over here, I'll first start with a heading. All right, we got a heading, and this will be like our company. Okay, so our company. Now below that, I'll click on the plus. Now here's a unique trick. So I'm going to select the text module. Now at first glance, you're like, well, that's kind of cool, but like, you know, but I want to add in links. So we can actually use the text to add in links. So for example, here I'll put home, the about, and the contact. So once I added that in, I will then double click on this text, and then I will click on the insert link. And all you got to do is insert the link of your website. So this is oriontutorial.com. Okay. And then I'll click on OK. Now, once I do that, this now becomes a permalink. You see that? So essentially you can link like social media websites. You can link different parts of your website to your email form, anything that you would like. Now, also, if you want to change the color inside of the actual text module, all you got to do is highlight the text. And then right here, you will select the color. So I want this black. Now you can't do this through the design because unfortunately, this section here controls the color. So yeah, that's how it works. And then over here for the design, I want to make this a little bit like, I want to make these wider. You know, I want to give these some breathing space. So I'll go down here. And for text line heights, I want to just distance these away from each other just a little bit. And then for the text size, I just want to make these a little bit larger. And then for the text font, I will select DM Sans, and then maybe make this like bold, you know, ultra bold, yeah, something like that, right? Pretty cool. So now that we designed this, now the next thing I want to do is I want to give this a background color, and I also want to apply a border radius. So to do that, I will click on the actual row, content, and then for column 1, I'll click on edit for column 1. Now I want to design column 1. So the first thing I want to do is apply a background just so that I can see what I'm working with here. So I'll apply a background color. Now, the next thing I want to do is apply a padding. So notice here how, you know, it's just way too cramped. So let's go over here to design, the spacing, and then for padding, I'll put 25 pixels on all sides. And the next thing I want to do is apply a border radius. So notice how these are really pointy, and I don't like that. So for the border, I want to apply a border radius, like a very large one, like make it almost like a circle. So I'll apply like a 20 border radius. Now also, I want to stretch out this section. You know, I just want to make it a little bit larger. So I'll click on the row setting, and then for the layouts, for the sizing, I will change this to 90 width, and then maybe like we'll do a max width of 1600 pixels. The one thing I want to do here is, I think this our company, you know, I'll just put company because I don't want it to elapse on the next line. Something just like that. Now, all you got to do here is we're just going to go ahead and duplicate these now. Now, I know I made a 4-column row, but we're just going to, you know, we're just going to use this one section, and we're just going to basically make sure that we can just duplicate it. So clicking on the actual row right here, under content, under elements, I'll delete these, and then I will duplicate these. And at this point, all you got to do is just style these to your liking. So for example, I'll just go ahead and quickly style this background. And then after I style them, you'll see it looks a lot better. Now there's also another strategy here. So in the row settings, if we go over to the design and go to layouts, we can actually change this to block. And then you can actually have a little bit more control. You know, if you want to go ahead and utilize this to your advantage, you can, you know, add a little bit more style. So I think maybe like doing like a block with like a 2 gutter width. I think that looks really clean. So I'll go ahead now and save this. So I'll click on save here at the top. And also make sure that you uncheck this eye. We checked that earlier, so now we can see the global footer. And then I'll click on save changes. All right, now let's take a look at our website. And if we scroll down, you will now see that we have our footer. Now this section appears like this because we did not sync up an email provider. So you can always go ahead and just replace this with anything that you choose. Now here's a quick hack. I'll enable the builder. Next, I'll save this section here. So I'll go over here to more options, and then I will go to save to library, and then I'll just put like section. So going back over here, I'll click on the plus and click on add from library. Now make sure that you select the row because we want to import a row. So I want to use bits and parts of this since we don't really have an email. So what I can do is just go ahead and take this, drag and drop, take this, drag and drop, and also take this and drag and drop. And then this section I will delete. This section I will delete, and there you go. And we can give it a little bit more style. Maybe you can add like a border to it, or you can add something else, but I'm just demonstrating that you can take bits and parts of your website and apply it anywhere you'd like. Now I want to give this a quick background too. Why not? You know, it's kind of too white for me. Here we go. There we go. That's much better. But this section, we got to add like a background. So this is how you can create a custom footer using the Divi Builder.